This is more than football. It's family. It's tradition. It's you. Every cheer, every chant. You are the energy. We feel you. We feel you in every touchdown.
99 yards to get the party started.
Some games don't need an introduction. This is the Battle of Ohio. 2 teams, 1 state, 1 legacy. We take the field not just to play, but to honor. To honor the bonds forged in huddles, in sidelines,
keep it going, D-line,
and in every seat. We'll fight for the jungle, for pride, for Ohio. We'll fight for you.
Happy New Year, Houday Nation, as we get set to celebrate the start of 2026 with you in the jungle, as we have the 105th installment of the Battle of Ohio on deck. Welcome in to Bengals Weekly. I'm Marissa Contipelli. The Bengals look to close out the season on a 3-game win streak, sweeping the season series against the Cleveland Browns in the process. So as we get you set for this Week 18 Battle of Ohio, we had QB1 on the mic against the Cardinals, and I promise you, you don't want to miss this one.
I got some crumbs on me. Some crumbs. I had a little waffle.
Now, a player's welcome to the NFL moment is a treasured event, and we sat down with a few of our guys to relive theirs. Chad Johnson has had some incredible and iconic celebrations over the years, and we take you into the vault to share some of our favorites. And on Countdown, I'll tell you what milestones are within reach for both Shiesty and Uno on Sunday. But first, it's been an offensive explosion for the Bengals over the past 2 games, as the team is looking to end the season on a win streak. But prior to the Bengals hosting the Cardinals, the team continued to spread holiday cheer, giving back to those in need. From Orlando Brown's Shop with a Pro event to Chris Jenkins' shopping spree and Taj Brooks's bowling night, our guys have been making a positive impact to each person they reach. Here is this week's From the Jungle.
Well, what's going on, y'all? I'm Orlando Brown, man. I play for the Bengals. Today we're gonna do a little shopping, man. I'm really excited. It's just an opportunity for you guys to enjoy yourselves. Okay, yeah, no, I'm following them.
So we got everything we needed. Found the Pokemon cards. That was mission number 1.
All right, let's try these on. Dude, these shoes look swaggy.
I love them.
You're a football player on the field, and then off the field, who are you? You want to be somebody that's recognized in the community at a good time.
Look, hold on. Before you roll it, scoot over a little bit. This way. Now roll it. There we go. Strike. First strike of the day.
Little things like this just help me to become the person I am now. So very honored, very blessed to be in the position that I am.
Today, you know, we're going shopping, taking the kids shopping at JCPenney. A really cool, wonderful opportunity. This is my first event. Been thinking about doing it all year, so it's finally come. It goes a long way just to do something for someone else. Just having the opportunity to come out here and have fun with everybody and go shopping, getting things that people might not have been able to get. You know, I'm so fortunate to have a lot of stuff that, you know, other people should be fortunate to. And just want to give smiles to people's faces, that's all.
It is the final Sunday of December, but it sure doesn't feel like it here in Cincinnati. It is positively balmy in the jungle with a temperature of 65 degrees.
Another time to go out here and shine. I know we gonna shine.
Let's go handle business, man. Y'all know what time it is. Yes, on 3, 1, 2, 3.
A great day to watch Joe Burrow and the Bengals as they take on the Arizona Cardinals, and it is time for the pigskin to fly here at Paycor Stadium.
Fly around out there. Let's give this town a Merry Christmas. Really pleased with the way our guys responded this week, played, just building off of what we thought was a good game last week, particularly in the second half. Just challenge those guys to show up and keep that momentum going.
What do you think of the offense as a whole today?
I thought we were pretty productive, pretty efficient. Made plays when we had to, stayed on schedule, converted third downs. I thought it was a efficient performance.
3rd down and 10 at the 46 of Arizona. 4-man rush. Joe fires. Great catch. Jamar Chase. The ball whizzed by Johnson's ear hole, and Chase caught it for a first down.
When you throw the ball to Jamar, a bubble screen like the touchdown, the ball's out of your hands, kind of how fun is that to watch what he does next?
That's just icing on the cake for me.
When did you think on that play during it? Oh, he's scoring.
As soon as he made the first guy miss, I knew he was going to score.
4 first downs on the opening drive. The Bengals have it 1st and 10 at the 14 of Arizona. Burrow throws a screen out to the left. Jamar Chase makes the first man miss. Inside the 10, makes another miss. Takes it to the goal line. Touchdown! Bengals! Jamar Chase turning defenders into invisible men.
Number one.
What's that dynamic? Like, obviously, you and Jamar, it's been talked about so much. You're so close from college, etc. But when he's going through a touchdown drought and he has all his belief in you and you have all the belief in him, what's that like on the week leading up to games?
I didn't even realize he was in a touchdown drought. He's the same guy every day. Just goes about his business and goes and produces on Sundays.
When you're talking about this guy, you're talking about one of the best that's ever done it, at least to start. And he's the first in NFL history to have 80 catches or more, 1,000 yards or more, and 7 receiving touchdowns or more in each of his first 5 career seasons. Think of all the great wide receivers that have played this game. And Jamar Chase has done something that none of them have ever done.
Everybody's game plan is focused around him and not letting him beat him, and he continuously just produces at a high level.
Right, 80! Right side!
Shotgun snap. Burrow fires toward the end zone. Caught! A slant to Jamar Chase. He's got his 2nd touchdown catch of the day.
Good job, baby.
And he does a jungle jump into the stands. This is the 2nd time in his career that Jamar Chase has faced the Arizona Cardinals. The first time he had 15 catches, 192 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's got 2 touchdowns in the first half today.
It was open up. Man. You spend a lot of time throughout the week, coaches do, trying to find ways to get our guys the ball in space. You can scheme it up a lot of different ways. The easiest one there is try to figure out a way to put Jamar one-on-one with the corner, and that was a good, well-designed play, and obviously, Jamar's great.
Man amongst boys.
I thought defensively, really shutting down the run game, not giving him anything in the run game early on. Outside of that 1 touchdown early in the game, I thought that they played really good. Got a lot of pressure on Jacoby. 4 sacks, bunch of TFLs, really harassed him throughout the night.
3rd down and 10, the Cardinals at their own 32, the Bengals up by 16 points. Early 3rd quarter, shotgun snap, Brissett back to throw, has time, now begins scrambling, and he'll be pulled down by Myles Murphy. It's behind the line of scrimmage, that'll be a sack. 5.5 this year for Myles Murphy.
Let's go, Myles! Come on!
Chase Brown, another huge game. What has been so consistent over the last 8 weeks?
Yeah, well, he's very versatile with how you can utilize him.
Dumps it off into the flat. Chase Brown makes a man miss. He's at the 30, 35, 40.
Giving him great opportunity in the run game to get those yards beyond the line of scrimmage, and he's doing a great job making people miss in space and playing through contact at the second level. And had, I don't know how many explosives today, but they were significant runs that put us in a really good position.
Counter run to the left for Chase Brown. Nice. He's to the 20, breaks a tackle there, inside the 10.
Yeah, he just keeps getting better. Last year he hit a level that, and once you hit that level, then you're just continuous improvement in all areas of your game. He didn't have any weaknesses last year, and he just stepped up a notch this year. It's been fun to watch.
Hands it off, Chase Brown, nice jump cut toward the goal line. He's in, touchdown, Bengals.
180, right side.
They hand it off, Chase Brown goes into the end zone, standing up for his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Hell yeah, baby, let's go.
Cincinnati Bengals dominate their opponent for the 2nd week in a row. They beat the Dolphins by 24 last week. They'll beat the Cardinals by 23 today. Back-to-back wins by 47 points as Cincinnati beats Arizona 37-14.
we have to finish this off the right way, and it's all we can control right now is what we got in front of us. It's one game left, 3 practices. Got to go finish this thing the right way like these guys have been doing for us. And, just, again, important to play well in front of our home fans, and finish this out the right way.
Hey, Nick, I'm kind of hungry.
Joey B on the mic is always a treat. And speaking of treats, hopefully Joe got some. Can't let QB1 go hungry. Mic'd Up with Joe Burrow is after the break. Bengals Weekly is brought to you by Kettering Health, the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Alta Fiber, the official Wi-Fi and internet provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. And Paycor, proud to be the official HR software provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Welcome back to Bengals Weekly. He's cool under pressure, delivers on the big-time throws, and all he wants is something to eat. We had Joe Burrow mic'd up against the Cardinals, and I know that I have stood right here and have said this often this year, but this might be the best one yet. We now take you down to the huddle and inside the helmet of Joe Burrow.
Stand by 9, both 9. 9, go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go today. Let's go today.
3rd down and 10 at the 46 of Arizona.
80.
Burrow has a protector on either side. Joe fires. Great catch. Jamar Chase.
And Chase just took it and got the first.
4 first downs on the opening drive.
80.
Bengals have it 1st and 10 at the 14 of Arizona.
It goes to Chase, steps through a tackle at the 10, spins at the 5, from the goal line, touchdown Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase turning defenders into invisible men.
Here's number 1.
Bengals up 7-0.
Back of the red zone, 1st down and 10 at the 11.
Shotgun snap. Burrow throws for Higgins. Caught at the 6.
It's coming out, Calais. You know it is.
Burrow on the quarterback sneak. It'll be 1st and goal.
That's a 1st down, though. Zach said if we don't score on this one, we're throwing it the rest of the time. All right, what's up?
Burrow takes the snap, gives it to Pirine, and he goes into the end zone with ease.
Great job. Yep.
The stats are about as lopsided as they could possibly be. 11 first downs to none, 139 yards to 6. Bengals lead is 13-0.
Hey, Nick, I'm kind of hungry. What do you need? I don't know, just something to eat. Some nuts or like a waffle.
Okay, yeah, I'll be right back.
Jesus.
I buy a little bit of everything.
That's all I need.
Okay.
I got some crumbs on me. Some crumbs. I had a little waffle.
I got some here too. I'm on this side. I got you. I'm on your cheek.
Down?
Let's go, man. Don't let up.
On my cheek?
Yeah.
180. What's that?
Burrow drops back from the 10.
Looking for Higgins on the sideline. He's open and he drops it in beautifully. In Arizona territory and out of bounds at the 42. First down, Chase Brown. Hole on the left side. 1st down and more. Brown breaking tackles inside the 15 and down near the 11. Denzel Burke went for a ride the last 4 yards.
That's big time, Chase Brown. That's big time. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Burrow appears to be changing the play. His receivers respond.
Hot!
And the Cardinals jumped.
Neutral zone infraction. 5-yard penalty. Results in a 1st down.
Cody Ford lines up as a wide receiver.
Burrow looking that direction. It's Ford. Big man on the run. Rumbling down the sidelines and inside the 5. On his birthday, Cody Ford.
The Bengals go with an empty backfield.
180.
Shotgun snap. Burrow fires toward the end zone. Caught.
Great job, baby.
A slant to Jamar Chase. He's got his 2nd touchdown catch of the day.
Bubbles. I thought he was going to f***ing score. It was open.
Thanks,
huh?
man. Thank you. He almost scored.
I know. That shit was crazy. How close did he get? What yard line was he on? That would have been sick. Bro, I really thought you were going to score that after you broke it.
As the play kept getting longer, I was like, bro, no, he's not coming this way. And then just came on the other side.
That was sick.
The Cincinnati Bengals dominate their opponent for the second week. Final score here, 37-14. The Bengals beat the Cardinals.
Great job, man.
Likewise, brother. Like watching him. I thought he was going to score. I couldn't believe it when I was watching it. That was sick. Maybe we can come up with another one of those next week.
Coming up next, we check in with a trio as they share their favorite moment from this past season. Stay with us here on Bengals Weekly. Welcome back to Bengals Weekly. Now, while the season didn't go the way we all hoped it would, there were still plenty of incredible moments from this past year. From the Unk Bowl to Uno milestones, Gasicki gritties, smashing turkey legs, and everything in between. Let's now send it over to Dan, Dave, and Jeff to get their favorite moments from the 2025 season.
The season comes to an end on Sunday. Unfortunately, this year will not include a Super Bowl run, but there have certainly been some memorable moments during the course of the season, and we are going to share three of our favorites, beginning with Lab.
Cody Ford. He lived the dream that every offensive lineman dreams. I mean, he made it a reality. Cody Ford caught a pass from Joe Burrow. Are you kidding me? Joe Burrow, the greatest quarterback in Bengals history. And he not only caught the football, he advanced it, you know? I mean, he was an athlete, man. He had a 22-yard completion, 22-yard play. To catch a pass like that, his first NFL catch, obviously, on his 29th birthday is extraordinary. I mean, that's a memory that will stay with him the rest of his lifetime. But he could play tackle in a pinch. He could play center in a pinch. Very versatile guy. Bengals coaching staff was glad to have him. He's a good teammate. Teammates respect him, trust him. They really like Cody Ford in the locker room. He's got a lot to offer.
It was a heck of a play. I think it should be called Woolly Mammoth.
Very good. Very good.
You're up next.
With apologies to Rick Pitino, I never thought I'd see Joe Flacco walking through that door. But there he was on the night of the trade deadline, walking into Paycor Stadium at 8:30 at night after driving down from Cleveland. He never quite reached the status of villainhood like maybe Big Ben Roethlisberger, but he's a guy that in the middle of 11 years of Bengals-Ravens wars is in 9 days, a 9-day span. He walks in 2 games, he throws for 550 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no picks. No quarterback has ever done that in his first 2 starts with a team. I think it shows a lot of things. It shows, you know, how good the Bengals offense is. It shows how good the coaches have with their scheme, how the great skill of Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and it shows you the professionalism of Joe Flacco. That Pittsburgh game stands out. 5 live reps with Jamar Chase. He combines with him for 16 catches, a Bengals record. I will not forget the night that Joe Flacco walked through that door.
Well, the arrival of Joe Flacco is a good segue to my most memorable moment of the season because it happened in Week 7, Thursday Night Football, the Bengals and Steelers at Paycor Stadium. You'll recall the Battle of the Aged between Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco. Flacco was phenomenal in that game, and his 47th and final pass spotlighted the unselfishness and football IQ of T. Higgins. T could have scored a go-ahead touchdown with less than 2 minutes to go, but instead, he went into a slide inside the 10-yard line that forced the Steelers to use their final 3 timeouts and set up a game-winning field goal by Evan McPherson with 7 seconds remaining. It was a fantastic win with a finish that was suited to a T. 3 memorable moments from 2025, the subject of this Who Day conversation.
When we return, we go into the vault, where we highlight one of our most iconic legends and the clever celebrations that he's had over the years. Welcome back to Bengals Weekly. Every player has a memory of their welcome to the NFL moment. For some, that moment came early in their rookie season. For others, it took a little longer. We now sit down with DJ Turner, Amarius Mims, and Andre Yosivas as they tell us theirs.
Yeah, man, when you on the road as a rookie and you got to block the dudes like I had to block, man.
That was when I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
I mean, that's when you know you're in your zone. That's when you know you're playing your game, man.
It was just a big moment and kind of like, okay, now you're in the league.
I'm going to go to a game where I learned a lot about myself and I didn't have a crazy fast start. I would say Dallas.
For the 5th time this year, the NFL's primetime spotlight shines on the Cincinnati Bengals.
That Dallas game taught me a lot about myself, honestly, just as a rookie. Been on the road going against Michael Parsons. First drive, I remember, man, we're on the road, it's loud, they got the energy, man. He's lined up across from me. I get off the ball late, boom. I block him, but I get off the ball late. Second time, pass. I get off the ball late again. I get a holding call.
Offense number 71, that's a 10-yard penalty.
I just kind of had a moment with Orlando on the sideline. I was just like, he a good player, but they just reminded me like, dude, you're a good player. You're starting for a reason. Just breathe, man. Don't let one drive ruin your game. Once I settled down, man, and just once I got in my groove, it's just the game started like just being so much slower, and I started getting a better groove and just started playing so much better.
I like to think that I'm very level-headed when I play football, but when I scored my first touchdown on my birthday against Seattle, and my friends and family were there and everything, that was definitely the biggest moment for me.
JB, great matchup today at Paycor Stadium. The Bengals trying to build on last week's performance, hosting Seattle.
You got to knock this thing into the end zone. Don't settle for 3, punch it in for 7.
Yossi is in. He's out to the right with Jamar Chase.
I was supposed to fake stock block and then just pop pass right over the line on the goal line for a touchdown, but I kind of got held up for much longer than I was supposed to, and the window closed down. So, I just kind of let my instincts take over, and I just followed where Joe was going, and I just sprinted as fast as I could, and I caught the ball.
Burrow catches the shotgun snap, fakes a handoff to Mixon, bouncing in the pocket, rolling to his left. He fires a strike, caught in the end zone by Andre Yossi.
Yossi with his first NFL touchdown.
I wasn't starting up to that point, but that play was drawn up for me and it ended up being a touchdown. When I got back to the sideline, I had time to reflect on the day, the moment, the crowd. They had my name on the big screen and stuff saying my first career touchdown. I kind of just was able to take it all in. I was glad I was very present in that moment. Even though it didn't count and it got called back, the pick I got on the Chiefs, that was when I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
On 3rd and 4, they double him up. So down the field goes Mahomes. He's got Watson.
My rookie year, they hit me on that for like a 40-yard game. It was a corner route, and I knew they were going to go back to it. That's just how the league works.
And a 3rd down and 4 play is coming up.
Big 3rd down, get off the field right here.
They threw the same as I did my rookie year, and I picked it this time.
Mahomes in the gun, backpedaling, throwing deep. It is intercepted. Nice. DJ Turner with the pick.
Even though it got called back, I was waiting on that. I knew what was about to happen. There's not really a welcome NFL moment. It's just how much slower the game is now. Year 3, even slower now.
Now, on my to-do list, the next time I see Chad Johnson is asking him what his welcome to the NFL moment was, because I have to imagine there is some great story to it, especially since Chad has had an array of iconic celebrations over the years.
I got a great celebration for you guys. Again, just wait and see the next one. Okay.
If you're just adding up creativity and different end zone celebrations, I don't think anyone beats Chad Johnson.
And he's going up to the cameras, and now he's running the camera.
He's taking the crowd shot. Chad Johnson on the sideline, got on a knee like he was proposing to Daphne over there. And I don't know if Daphne accepted or not.
Chad Johnson's back to the old Chad with a little celebration.
It's actually pretty funny. He's a character.
And Chad is rewarding some of the fans. Chad Johnson, the Mr. Showman.
The river dance alone should be the top end zone celebration of all time. Just looking at it, it's like you can hear Irish fiddles playing in the background. I'm a sucker for the river dance. I thought he did it pretty well.
It showed culture, it showed class, it showed that maybe he could even join the ballet.
And a little dance from Chad Johnson, a little jig in New Orleans.
I don't know what kind of celebration we have going on here, but This is a real choreographed deal with Chad.
I'm going to give you your money's worth before I leave today.
When he threw that Hall of Fame jacket on, I thought that was one of the best celebrations I've ever seen.
Coming up next, we step into the locker room and check in with the players as they prepare to take on their long-standing interstate rival to close out the season. Welcome back to Bengals Weekly. We are back to that true AFC North football weather with chilly temperatures to go along with the Battle of Ohio in Week 18. What's not to love about that, right? Well, we now welcome into the show Pro Football Focus's Dalton Wasserman as he joins Dan Hoard to give us his preview.
Dalton, I think most Bengals fans feel like the offensive line has been playing better of late, but you guys have the data, and you shared some this week on the PFF NFL show that I found really interesting. Share with my audience how the Bengals offensive line has played over the past 5 games.
When you look at our pass blocking grades over the last 5 weeks, nobody has had a better pass blocking grade than the Cincinnati Bengals. The entire unit's been really good, especially Orlando Brown at left tackle, and he's going to be in the spotlight this week against the Browns with Myles Garrett chasing that sack record, and he's going to be lined up over Brown the most often. But Dalton Risner is their highest graded starting offensive lineman. Amarius Mims is right behind him, but lately everybody's performed well in pass protection. And Dylan Fairchild, he's really turned it on of late. He was a really good pass blocker at Georgia. Just needed some time to adjust to NFL life, but he's been solid lately, getting better down the stretch of the season. At first glance, my thought was, okay, Joe Burrow must be getting rid of the ball in like a second and a half, right? And just helping these guys out a bit. But his average time to throw has sat around 2.7, 2.8 seconds, which is kind of middle of the road. So when you talk about Burrow actually being protected in the pocket, it's working lately. And we know as well as anybody, if Joe Burrow is protected, he can be the best quarterback in football on any given day.
Give us an interesting nugget about Joe for the season from some of the things that PFF analyzes when it comes to quarterback play.
I mean, it's funny because just it feels like when he's healthy and protected, everything about Joe Burrow is interesting, right? And I don't know that there's one number that necessarily, in a specific department that really encapsulates that. It's really more to me that, in our passing grade, just in general, this encapsulates every throw that he's made this year. He's still second in the NFL behind Matthew Stafford, who might win the MVP, right? Joe Burrow is still an MVP candidate if he can get through 17 healthy games behind a good offensive line. And of course, when Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are both healthy, this offense is darn near unstoppable.
Dalton, should we be encouraged by the play of Myles Murphy?
When you look at the way that Murphy's played in run defense the last couple weeks, he's been outstanding. He's got multiple pressures as a pass rusher in 8 straight games. You need those big, muscular defensive ends like Murphy, like Shamar Stewart to help stop the run on early downs. And then if he adds anything as a pass rusher, that's outstanding right there.
Let's talk about this week's opponent, the Cleveland Browns, led by rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders. This will be NFL start number 7. How's he done?
When he's been clean, he's been pretty good, especially when you talk about him throwing to the rookie tight end, Harold Fannin Jr. And when he's clean, he's good. When he's under pressure, he makes a lot of bad decisions, drifting backwards in the pocket, taking unnecessary sacks, throws into tight coverage late in the play. So I would be curious to see, because he struggled a bit against the blitz this year too, I'd be curious to see if Al Golden turns up the heat a little bit to make Shedeur work quicker in the pocket or make him make quicker decisions back there, because when he's under pressure, that's when he's really struggled.
Dalton, I always love picking your brain. Appreciate the time. Happy New Year, and thanks so much for joining us.
One final time in the jungle for the 2025 season. Now, this team has said over the last few weeks that there is still so much to play for. The fans, their brothers, the name on their backs, and the pride of wearing the orange and black. We now take you into the locker room and check in with the players as they prepare to take on the Browns.
Division game, AFC North, I'll just finish the year all right. That's a domino effect, just keep on stacking, going into the offseason right.
They have a solid O-line. They do a good bit of gap scheme runs, a lot of downhill runs that have to pound it. It'll be a hard-fought game.
It feels ugly when you play them because he's disruptive, their whole front's disruptive, their backers are fast and confident. They have outstanding cover corners. Denzel does a tremendous job as well as everybody else. And so they play to their scheme. They're not overly complicated, which is a positive for them. They They play to their guys' strengths, and they do an outstanding job, and Schwartz does a great job of countering when he needs to, and you got to be really smart when you play against them.
Honestly, it just comes down to execution. Guys playing for each other. I think offensively we got a great group. We got great continuity. We got, this I'll call it weird love and passion for the game and for each other. And so it's just allowed us to continue to grow as the season's going on.
Really, any opportunity that you get to just go out in front of fans and play against another NFL team, you got to make the most of it. End the season on the high note. I know it's not the outcome that we were, wanting at the beginning of the season with playoffs, but you got to bloom where you're playing. This is where we're playing right now, and really just knowing how we ended the season, knowing what we can be going into next season. So, I think it'll be a really good confidence boost to end the season with the win.
It's about us. It's not about the receiver we go against. It's not about the matchup I might have or he might have for the week. It's about how we take the field, what we do throughout the week, how we prepare, how we play the game. And that's really the biggest difference of how, we just being comfortable now.
When we return, it's time for Contipelli's Countdown, where I'll tell you what kind of streak Amarius Mims has strung together and how the tackle is having a strong second season. Welcome back to Bengals Weekly. Now, I'm starting to think that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase should each change their middle name to Milestone, because breaking records and hitting new milestones is all these two seem to do. Naturally, they were both at it again in Week 17, and heading into the final game of the season, both Shiesty and Uno have the opportunity to reach a few more. With 300 or more passing yards, Joe Burrow will pass Andy Dalton for the most games of 300 or more yards by a Bengals QB in team history. And with 1 passing touchdowns, he will pass Carson Palmer for 4th most in Bengals history. Jamar Chase needs 1 receiving touchdown to move into sole possession of 4th most in team history. And with 3 catches, he will become just the 3rd player in NFL history to record 120 or more receptions in consecutive seasons. He will also pass Tyler Boyd for 4th most in a Bengals uniform. And with 44 receiving yards, Uno would pass Randy Moss and Torrey Holt for the 2nd most receiving yards ever by a player in their first 5 NFL seasons. Now, those two have been key contributors to the Bengals' recent offensive firepower. The Bengals have scored a combined 82 points over the last 2 games, the most in a 2-game span since 2004. It's also the first time since 2022 where the team put up 37 or more in back-to-back games. If they hit that mark again, it would be the first time since 2005 they've scored 37 or more in 3 straights. They will also look to win their 3rd consecutive game by 23 or more points for the first time in team history. Samaje Perine enters Week 18 aiming for his 3rd straight with a rushing touchdown, as Chase Brown has scored 5 touchdowns over the last 2 games and has joined Rudy Johnson and AJ Green as the only other Bengals with 1,300 scrimmage yards and 10 touchdowns in back-to-back seasons. And Amarius Mims has been solid for the Bengals this season, really coming on strong as of late. Mims has posted a 70 or better PFF grade in 4 of the last 5 games, as the second-year right tackle looks to extend his streak, as he hasn't allowed a sack in 7 straight. And Myles Murphy and the defense will look to hold Shedeur Sanders and the Browns offense at bay. Murphy is coming off his 2 highest PFF run grades of the season, as the edge rusher has 3 sacks over the last 3 games and has recorded multiple pressures in 8 straight. And since taking over the starting role for Cleveland in Week 12, Sanders leads the league with 9 interceptions, is last with 51 QB hits taken, 29th with a 74 passer rating, and 26th with under a 61 completion percentage. And as Cleveland's starter, the Browns are averaging just 16 points per game and 280 total yards with Sanders under center. The Bengals have teamed up with CareSource to make the next generation of youth the most active and healthy yet. Earlier this year, Cedric Johnson, Shaka Hayward, and Javon Foster all visited the Richard T. Farmer Boys and Girls Club with Houday and the Bengals to spread holiday cheer, to encourage students to form healthy habits and get 60 minutes of activity each day. Students participated in football-specific stations, including the 40-yard dash, vertical jump, broad jump, football toss, and agility circuits, each led by a Bengals player. To learn more, visit Bengals.com/community. When we return, we introduce you to our Fan of the Year and how Steve Thompson was surprised by one of his favorite all-time players. Stay with us here on Bengals Weekly. Welcome back to Bengals Weekly. This season's Bengals Fan of the Year is streak member Steve Thompson, who has been a season ticket member with the team since 1979. Back over the summer, Steve's wife Carolyn wrote Mr. Brown a letter, vying for Steve's consideration as Fan of the Year. Fast forward to a few months later, when Steve was given the surprise of a lifetime.
He's always been there. He's missed 3 games in 47 seasons. That's it. And everybody that knows him knows he has that kind of passion. This is our 48th season. Our life has revolved around this. I had seen Fan of the Year, never thought anything about it. And I thought, you ought to nominate him. I dug through pictures and old regular pictures and pictures on my phone and put together the letter. We've been married 40 years. Everything we've done from August until January has been in coordination with Bengals schedule. And everybody that knows him knows he has that kind of passion.
It's become a family thing more than just on top of being a Bengals thing. Plays right here in front of us that you can see and you can hear it. We were playing Kansas City. Now this is the year we went to the Super Bowl. We were playing them at home. We got right behind and we came back and came back and came back. And Tyler Boyd caught a touchdown pass right in front of us here and jumped up into the stands.
Shotgun snap. Burrow retreats, looking, throws into the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Tyler Boyd got it.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Nice.
He was in my arms before I knew what happened. It was just like, oh my gosh.
And now he sits up in the stands and flexes both biceps.
That's the first time we ever had, in all the years we've had tickets, that a player jumped up into our area.
Munoz has been his all-time favorite. To have him involved, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. That made it perfect.
Oh my God, Anthony Munoz.
Steve, you've been with the Bengals since 1979. 47 years of loyalty, passion, and unforgettable memories. You've raised your family in orange and black and made game days a tradition. Your story isn't just about football, it's about family, commitment, and the love for your hometown team. So today I'm honored to say, Steve Thompson, you are the Cincinnati Bengals 2025 Fan of the Year.
You gotta be kidding me.
Congratulations and thank you for being the kind of fan that makes this team proud. Houday.
Best Bengal ever, my goodness. You knew about this, you all tricked me. Do the kids know about this?
I don't know. You'll have to ask them.
Oh, Mike.
The Bengals thought you and Mom needed to go to the Super Bowl this
Well,
year.
yeah, I think so. I think so, man. Congratulations, man. Thank you.
Well, Mom kept a secret, though, so you and Mom kept a secret.
When you meet him and you realize he's a Bengals fan, you know that's who he is. To have that kind of passion about anything is just, it's remarkable.
Houday!
When we return, it's time for Social Spotlight. And we aren't done talking about Cody Ford's catch on his birthday. More of that to come after the break. It's now time for our weekly Social Spotlight segment, and it's only right that we kick off this week with the catch that made headlines around the football world.
Burrow looking that direction. It's Ford. Big man on the run. Rumbling down the sidelines and inside the 5.
On his birthday, Cody Ford hauled in the pass from Joe Burrow and shook off defender after defender for the 21-yard pickup. And Chad, I don't know, he might be onto something here, wanting Cody to line up at tight end. I'd love to get Cody's take on this idea. Now, here is a stat that you just love to see. Joe Burrow went 19 of 19 for 203 yards and 3 touchdowns when not under pressure last week. He became the only quarterback over the last 7 seasons to finish with more completions from a clean pocket without an incompletion in any game. And yeah, Joe, that made us smile too. Flacco was caught on the broadcast showing off his perfect smile as the quarterbacks were in deep discussions on the bench. And I guess no one can take down Chase Brown. The running back forced a career-high 9 missed tackles in Week 17 as Chase posted his 8th game with over 100 scrimmage yards on the season and hit a new career high with 141 scrimmage yards to go along with his 2 touchdowns.
Please, don't do anything.
All right, you gotta get all A's this semester.
And some great advice by Joey B pregame as he signed autographs for a few fans. Hopefully, those kids listen to QB1 and get all A's this next semester. And fans, even though the season is coming to a close, we will still have all of the latest content for you. Make sure you are following us on the Bengals social channels. If you're not, all you have to do is search @Bengals and give us a follow. Now, the 2026 opponent slate is set, and here is a look at the teams the Bengals will welcome to the jungle next season. This includes Kansas City, Jacksonville, Tennessee, New Orleans, and Tampa Bay. And as for the road trips, well, the Bengals will face off against Miami, Houston, Indianapolis, Atlanta, Carolina, and Washington. This all, of course, is in addition to the games against their AFC North rivals. Stay tuned for the full schedule release later this spring. Now, the Battle of Ohio kicks off Sunday just after 1 p.m. Eastern, and you can catch all the action on your local CBS station. You can also check out one of the streaming options, including Paramount Plus in market, NFL Plus on mobile, NFL Sunday Ticket out of market, and NFL Game Pass internationally. And as always, you can listen in to Dan Hoard and Dave Lapham on the Bengals Radio Network. Thanks for tuning in to Bengals Weekly. Kickoff between the Browns and the Bengals is coming up. For Dan Hoard, Dave Lapham, Jeff Hobson, and our entire crew, I'm Marissa Contipelli. We wish each and every one of you a happy new year, and we'll see you next season.
Thank you.
Bengals Weekly was brought to you by Paycor, proud to be the official HR software provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. AltaFiber, the official Wi-Fi and internet provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. And Kettering Health, the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.